Imagine a hula hoop laying on the floor, and you are standing right in the center of it. That circle, that hula hoop, that's you. That's your entire energy, your field, your whole world. This is you. Now imagine someone across the room on the other side, staying there with heavy energy, anger, passive aggression, manipulation, you name it. Just low frequency. And now, what does every human being naturally do? They step out of the circle, out of its own circle, and they move toward that other person, that low frequency person. And in doing so, they step right into the other person's energy field. We leave ourselves. And that right there is exactly what dark energy wants. Today I want to talk about dark frequency and what they are and what they do to you and why. And this might surprise you, they might be the most important gift you have right now. Hi, thank you for being here at a new episode of Breathe. This is Live, the podcast with Monika. So, dark energy, really? Is it really worth the topic? I think yes, especially in the here and now, because because here is what so many people are feeling. Sorry. The light is supposed to be growing. The light energy, the good energy is supposed to be growing. Things are supposed to get better, lighter, easier. Everybody promises, it will get lighter. Oh, it will get easier. Don't worry about it. Everything will be better. And yet, it feels heavier. You feel more pressure, more noise, more friction. Every verb and everything is so heavy. So really, what's happening with that? Everything gets easier, everything gets lighter. So, here is what I want you to understand. That pressure, that darkness from the other side of the room, it only can grow because the light is growing too. Think about it this way. A tower of light, tall, singular, stretching endless into the sky. Endless. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I would love it. But without something to lean against it, it falls. It needs the counterpoint. It's opposite. It's balance. And so do you. Because you can only see your own light when there is darkness around you. Strike a match on a bright summer day. You won't even see the flame. But strike the same match in a dark room and suddenly everything glows. It's not only the fire, the flame on the match. The entire room gets lighter. Everything gets lighter. You might even can see the other side of the corner of the room, the other corner of the room. You might even can see that. But if it's bright on a summer day, there is no difference. You even don't notice the light. Do you see that? You don't even notice the light. And so do you. So that's where we are right now, in the dark room, in a bad dark room, as we think. And your light has never had more of a chance to be seen. So let's go back to the hula hoop. Okay, imagine the picture again. There is a hula hoop on the floor, and you are standing in the center of that hula hoop. This is, again, also, by the way, it's a sun sign. The sun has a sign, an energetic sign. It's a circle, and in the center is a dot. We also say awareness ring, because the ring, I guess I talked about it the last episode, and the Uranus episode, because the ring holds our awareness together. It holds our energy together, if we allow it. But we can step out of the ring. We can expand it. We can expand our ring, but on the same time, as I explained in the beginning, we can step out of our energy, of our ring, and go to someone else's ring, to someone else's energy. So, again, we are in the center of our hula hoop ring, and someone comes to you with a heavy energy. Let's say your ring is yellowish, the other ring is blackish. Blackish outside as inside as well. If someone comes in your wonderful yellowish ring with this darker blackish energy, and maybe, sorry, let me drink something. Or let's explain it the other way. Someone comes at you with a heavy energy, and you, because the other person triggers you on somehow and you get angry, so you step out of your own ring, of your yellowish ring, maybe without even realizing it. And you step with your beautiful energy into their ring. So what happened? Your beautiful yellowish, even if you don't notice it right away, becomes a little bit darker, because the other person's energy is way darker. So it's like, yeah, you're getting heavier as well. It's not a bright, shiny yellow anymore. It's more like a darkish, grayish, anything. Because you are in their field. And now you might think, yeah, but I'm not becoming them. I don't identify with that person. Yeah, that's true. But the moment that triggered part of you reaches that part of you, the tiny part of you, that triggered part of you reaches toward them, and you are already standing in their energy. And that happens to all of us every single day, because we can't be so holy that it doesn't happen. And even, like I said, only the tiny part of us who got triggered by the other person is over there. I promise. It will be over there. Even if you think, no, I'm by myself. I'm totally relaxed. I'm by myself. I promise you, that little part is over there and is in the same energy, because that's human. And the practice, here is the thing, the practice isn't to never ever leave the circle. We can't do that. Like I said, we are human. It won't happen. The practice is to come back, to breathe, to say, oh, I'm me again. I'm back. Whatever just happened, I'm back. That's it. That's the whole practice. And here is what this current time, what this energy is really asking of us. Because like I said in the beginning, the energy of darker frequency, you might feel it's getting more and more and heavier and heavier. And why is it happening? It always asks you, who are you? And where are you? And what is yours? And what is not yours? Because every single time a dark frequency comes toward you, you get to choose. Every single time you can choose. Do I want this? Or do I not? And I promise you again, there will be days, and I'm sure you know those days, there will be days where you're so exhausted, so spent that you need to release. Then you take it. You take the entire dark energy. You can scream into a pillow, go in the forest and yell to the trees, go in your car and yell at your cars. Give your system the valve it needs. Give your system the exit. It needs to let it go. Do it. Do it for you. Not to someone else, of course, but do it for you. Open up. Let it out. My favorite is screaming in the woods, screaming in the car, or scream into a pillow. Just let it out. But there will be other days as well. And I know you have these days as well, where you feel solid, clear. And on those days, you can look at whatever is coming toward you and say, no, not today. I'm fine. Today, I stay with myself 100%, and nothing can trigger you. And you know why that is happening? Because you are grounded, because you feel yourself, because you are connected with your circle, with your hula hoop. You feel yourself. You feel the circle is mine, period. And here is the piece I think matters most. If something triggers you, if someone triggers you, that trigger is never really the trigger. The trigger is always pointing to a part of you that hasn't been seen yet. That part who really wants to be seen is always behind the trigger. And it's not a broken part. It's not a shameful part. Just a part that's quietly asking for your attention. That part that, wants to be seen. That part that might have seen, experienced something from your childhood, or maybe is a mirror to your parents, or maybe is a mirror to your former relationship. It's something that asking you for attention. So next time someone gets under your skin, instead of asking, why is this person so difficult? Ask, what in me is this touching? What old memory does it bring up? What pattern I inherited and never questioned? What did it want to show me? Because there is always something beneath the surface. The dark is never your enemy. The dark is your most honest mirror. And I think those triggers are the most amazing way that we look honest to ourselves. Because otherwise we would think, we are holy anyhow. We are perfect anyhow. And we are perfect anyhow. Don't get me wrong. But only with a trigger. Only with a trigger. To be honest. Only then we allow us to question our being. We allow us to question our thinking, our holiness. Only then we are able and open to look underneath. Because if we wouldn't have those triggers, we would say, no, we are perfect. We don't need anything. We are totally light. And yes, fine. But again, we wouldn't work on us. We wouldn't grow. The light tower wouldn't get higher, and it should get higher. Let's grow into the sky, into the universe. But for that, we need to allow us to see ourselves and allow the triggers. Triggers are cool. They let you grow. They let you expand and open up. So the question is never what is happening around you. The question is always, how do you respond? What you do in that triggered moment that shapes what comes next. What you choose today, you're already building tomorrow. And that's the gift inside every dark frequency, inside every trigger. The trigger is here to build a new tomorrow. It's asking you, who are you? Who are you really? Who do you want to be? If you still want to be the old one, ignore the trigger, fine. But if you want to change, if you want to grow, then welcome the trigger and say, hey, cool that you stopped by. Perfect. Let's move. Let's do something. Let's grow. That's what a trigger is. So the more you choose yourself, your light, your calm, your truth, your growing, your ability of expanding, the less any of it can shake you. It will still be there. The dark will always be there. The trigger will always be there. But as more as you allow yourself to look at it, to work with it, to let it change, let it grow yourself, the less it will really triggers you. And that's good. We need it. Without all that, without the trigger, without the negative frequency, however you call it, we lose our compass. We lose the mirror. We lose the reason to show up for ourselves. It's like getting dressed in the morning when no one's going to see you. Why bother? But when you do it for yourself, when you show up for yourself, something shifts. You feel it. And the world, the outside world, feels it too. That's staying in your power. That means stay in your hula hoop. You are yourself. You are your decision. You are yourself, your own hula hoop. Which size can change, which light can change. You decide. And as more darker frequency or trigger points out there, as more you have the chance to become more light, more you. I'm very happy if you would subscribe this podcast if you like it, or even make a comment or thumb up. And I will see you next time in 2 weeks for the next English podcast, for another breathe. This is Live, the podcast with Monika. Bye.